Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with the start of another hopefully great trading week. And it was an overall green day today. We're going to talk about crypto stocks again because RIOT and Mara and Bitcoin and crypto been getting a lot of views lately on the channel. People seem to be really hyped, caught up in the crypto craze. But like we always do, let's start off with the overall market kind of summary. But we'll talk about how Mara or Marathon Digital traded today. We'll take a look at Bitcoin and Dogecoin as well. I'm going to show you some news articles about crypto and Marathon Digital in general. And then, like we always do, we'll close the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors, the institutions, the big players in the game, see how they traded Marathon Digital today. See if we can get a few tips as to how the rest of the trading week is going to pan out. So, like I said, looking at the heat map here, overall green on the board. Again, big tech is really what's carrying the market. And big tech was green today. Microsoft, Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, all in the green. Tesla also in the green, up over 3.4%. The semis are also getting in on the action here. The entire semi sector pretty much seems to trade together, all in the green today. AVGO just barely, but it is still in the green. Banks not looking good today. However, the financial stocks like Visa and MasterCard and PayPal are in the green. But you talk about other sectors, beverages, discount stores, healthcare, medical devices, diagnostics, all in the green. Like I said, way more green on the board than there is red today. Let's get right into it and look at Marathon Digital. Marathon, unfortunately, and the other crypto stocks like RIOT were not green today. Big red day on Marathon Digital, down 7.1%. But honestly, Marathon or Mara is very volatile. So 7% for Mara is maybe like a 2 or 3% day for another ticker. So I was seeing if the premiums were juicy enough for me to sell some more puts. My puts that I sold on Mara last week expired worthless, so I got max tendies on them. But I will say, even though the IV, or the implied volatility, the Vega on Mara was pretty good, the option premiums at the strikes I wanted just weren't that great. I'm looking for something in the low 20s personally, because last week I opened up some 20 strike puts, got a few bucks out of that, some taco money. But even today with this down day of 7%, the premiums in the low 20s or even the mid 20s wasn't that great. I really had to go to basically the low 30s to collect decent premium for a weekly option. But like I said, down 7% today. On the week though, we're still down over 4.4% on the week. On the month though, you're still looking good. Squeaking by, you're up 21% on the month still. And on the past 3 months, you're looking even better, up almost 207%. But like I said, if we take a look at the option chain here, I wanted to sell some puts to maybe run the wheel strategy on Marathon Digital. Like I said, right now, at the money, you'd collect about $202 in premium for putting up $3,900 in capital. Now, keep in mind, this trading day is over, so this is now only for 4 more days of trading. But you can see the juice factor, if I call it that, or the return on risk, is only about 5.2% at the money. So it's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. But last week, other tickers had juice factors or return on risk of 9% or so for the week. The 5.2%, I would say it's actually pretty low for something like Marathon Digital, in my opinion. But if I scroll down here, last week I opened up 20 strike puts for $8 a pop. Now, granted, Mara wasn't trading as high as about $40. It was trading a few bucks less. But just to keep in mind, 20 bucks now, I'd only collect $1 per contract. If I really wanted to collect $8 like I did last week, I'd have to go to somewhere around like $28, $29, like I said, like somewhere in the very high 20s or more likely the kind of like the low 30 range. So I wasn't willing to go there right now. I don't like where Marathon Digital is personally. I'll show you the trading graph in a second so we can do some TA. But before we get there, let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin not having a decent day either, down as I'm making this video about 2.7%. On the week is still down on the week, 0.4%. On the month, though, of course, you're going to be looking pretty good. But on the month, you're only up 4.5% on the month. So that's pretty lackluster for something as volatile as Bitcoin. Dogecoin also not having a good day, down over 3.3%, but still hanging in there around 5 cents a coin on the week. Kind of a flat week, like I said, down 1.5% on the week. On the month, you're up actually 6.8, 6.9% on the Doge. But let's get right into it. Here's a news article I want to show you. This one is out of Tip Ranks that I found on Yahoo Finance. And this one is about this H.C. Wainwright analyst, Kevin Deedy. because he actually upgraded his price target on Marathon Digital. And the interesting thing is when he first made his analysis, he was expecting a Bitcoin price in the mid to high $30,000 range. Well, clearly we're well above that. So based on his initial analysis, Bitcoin is actually, or I should say his analysis is basically a very conservative or underestimate, because Bitcoin is trading at basically double this right now. So he actually raised his price target for Mara from $30 to $50, and he kept the buy rating, basically $40 a share. So we're only about $10 away from his price target. We scroll down, actually says, so Mara, its plan is to have 103,000 Bitmain Antminer S-19 series fleet that are going to generate, hopefully, 10.4 exahashes per second of Bitcoin mining horsepower by the end of basically a year from now, so March of 2022. And he thinks that this company, if that's true, they're going to lead the North American Bitcoin mining race at that valuation, or at that number of 10.4 exahashes per second deployed over the next 12 months, if they can get there. And because of that, he's raised his sales estimates from just about $196 million to $286 million. So right now, it looks like he's actually the only analyst that's looking at Marathon Digital. So he's the only one with a buy rating and a price target of $50. We don't have any other analyst ratings or kind of synopsis to look at. But here's another article that is kind of bearish, to be honest with you, on the crypto space. So Morocco actually banned crypto right now, but actually more and more people are trading crypto in Morocco, even though it's been banned. Their platform, Local Bitcoins, is reporting all-time trading highs this year. And also news came out this morning that India is also banning cryptocurrency. So interesting. Maybe that's the reason why some of these crypto stocks like Mara and RIOT and even Bitcoin are taking a little bit of a nosedive today. But as far as some bullish news, Jack Dorsey, he made an NFT out of his first tweet, and that actually just sold for, get this, $2.9 million. It was bought by a bidder named Sina Istabi, who is actually the CEO of Bridge Oracle, which is a public oracle system on the Tron network. So it sounds like she's already in the crypto space. She purchased it for Ethereum, or she purchased it in Ethereum, which on March 6th was actually worth less than where she bought it from. She bought it for about $2.5 million, but because Ethereum has gone up, it's now worth about $2.9 million due to the appreciation of Ether. It's actually interesting, a little bit of a bullish news that NFTs are a thing, but I don't know, how many more crypto craze can we get before this bubble pops? NFTs are the new hot thing right now. And you heard about that Beeple artwork that I sold for $69 million, I believe it was. So craziness right now. And then we have basically random Joes. You and I could create an NFT for whatever. And if somebody wants to buy it for $2, $5, $10, someone could potentially buy an NFT that you made. There's websites out there where you can make NFTs and try and sell them. Actually, let's take a look at the TradingView chart here on Marathon Digital right now. So the one good thing is, even though we had a red day today, I have always thought, at least for a few months now, that Mara is trading in this upward trending parallel channel. And it looks like today we're still within that channel. So if I just extend this out like this, it looks like we're still within this channel. So I'm not too worried. You know, if we get down lower to this channel, that might be a great opportunity to sell some puts, especially because the 50-day moving average is basically right at the bottom edge of this channel that I've drawn. Now, keep in mind, no technical analysis is 100% accurate. These are all just my opinions. Always do your own due diligence and research. And we are still above this orange line, which is the 21-day moving average. I think this is still bullish, at least in the short to midterm, in my opinion. But that's really all I have to say about this. The RSI doesn't really help us. Kind of in the middle, not really overbought or oversold. We have been having some lackluster volume on Marathon Digital compared to back in December and January. So it's kind of just floating along, if you will. But like I said, we're still on the up and up in terms of a more zoomed out view. Now, to put that analyst price target in perspective, he set it at $50, which is pretty much the high recently. But if we scroll out here, take a look at this. I'm not sure if a lot of people know this, but back in 2015, Mara was trading at $155, $156 before just hugely sold off. So $50 wouldn't even be close to an all-time high for Mara. In fact, even back in 2012, it was trading higher than that in the 160. So $50 is nothing to Mara if we zoom out here. But since, you know, the roughly the past 3, 4, 5 years, yeah, it would be a relatively recent all-time high. In fact, the most recent high was about $40. That was back in November of 2017 or around that area here. So just something to keep in mind if you zoom out here on the Marathon Digital chart. As promised, let's end the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money was doing with Marathon Digital today. So here's Sweepcast, one of the option flow programs I've been testing out, and total of 14 calls came in today, 7 puts, but the overall sentiment was bearish according to this platform. Not a lot of huge money that came in, to be honest with you. The biggest flow was for just about $300,000, which was a put option that was bearish. Kind of a mixture between bullish and bearish plays here. It's at the top in terms of the highest valuations. I don't think I can make too much of this option flow data right now, but like I said, the overall sentiment according to this platform is bearish on Marathon Patent Group. So we'll see what happens. I mean, last week this happened where we had a big green day in the market overall, and then we basically had, 1 or 2 red days to follow it after that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Is it a dead cat bounce? Is this the top? Are we at the beginning of a recession or a correction? Who knows? I have been playing it extra safe lately. I haven't been making many trades unless I really like the play because I don't want to bag hold too much. I currently still own 400 shares of Corsair that I am bag holding. I'm looking for a good entry point right now to sell some more covered calls. Had some calls that expired worthless last Friday, so I made some money off of that. Looking to get into some more covered calls. So even if Corsair trades flat or keeps going down, I can still make a few bucks off that. As always, make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Twitter, StockTwits, Instagram, and Reddit. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you on the moon.